These are the top 5 best cities to wholesale real estate. What's up YouTube? Biz Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you all a list of 5 cities that I researched. I looked at population, I look at job growth, I look at unemployment, I look at how many new jobs are entering the market and other factors in order to determine which cities are actually growing, which have great opportunities to wholesale real estate, and also just invest in real estate in general, because there are a lot of larger cities in America where you can wholesale real estate, but usually you need a big operation to deploy tons of capital into marketing and hiring out people, and a lot of beginners are not there. And so this is for beginners, whether you live in these cities or if you're virtually wholesaling real estate. You can virtually wholesale real estate as a beginner. I think it's a great way, it's a great method to start off wholesaling real estate. I do prefer to wholesale in your backyard, but with just different technologies and what's going on in this world, you can definitely wholesale from your laptop, from your computer, and just close deals virtually. And so these cities that I researched, most of them, I don't believe any of them have any wholesaling laws, so you don't need a license in order to wholesale real estate, because I know that would be important for you all. Also, I'm just going to share my screen, share the different data points that I'm looking at, and share with you all these top 5 best cities to wholesale real estate. Now, let's take a look. All right, so here, Knoxville, Tennessee. So we're in Tennessee. I like Tennessee. This is where I started wholesaling real estate, not in Knoxville, but in Tennessee. And Knoxville is booming in Tennessee. I think it's like number 5 or number 6 most populated city in Tennessee. And so it's not the largest one like Nashville, and it's not the most expensive one like Nashville, but it's not like, 20,000 people like a lot of these other smaller cities that, yes, not as much competition, but there's not a lot of opportunities in those smaller cities. So like all of these cities that I'm going to talk about will have a decent sized population, anywhere. Most of them are over 100,000. For smaller states, I did find some around like 70,000. So we'll look at that one later. But Knoxville, Tennessee, 330 medium sale price, year over year growth, 21%. So it is definitely growing, and people may think it's reached its peak, but I don't think so. It's right by a university. That's another data point I looked at, looking at universities, because those towns usually boom. People want to buy real estate in order to use them as rental, to rent out to students and things of that nature. So inventory is low overall. So the homes sold were only 176, but it's somewhat competitive. And so you will get somewhat competition, but it's not like super high. Some homes do get multiple offers. And sell to list price is 98.4% of the list price, so a little bit less. And you see a lot of migration happening. Most people moving to Knoxville are moving from LA, Chicago, Nashville, Tennessee, Washington, Atlanta, New York, San Francisco, Miami, Seattle, and San Diego. So those are some data points with Knoxville, Tennessee. Overall, Tennessee is a great state to invest in real estate and to wholesale real estate. They're one of the top 10 cities or states that I saw just researching that has good job growth, great just population. Yeah, this website kind of talks a little bit about it. Job growth, average property tax is pretty low, vacancy rate for your rentals is relatively low, and population growth. So all of these different factors went into me choosing a city in Tennessee. It's great. A lot of people are moving, and no state income taxes. It's great. All right, so Knoxville actually has, it has 192,000 people according to 2021. So essentially 200,000 people. So the next city I'm going to highlight that you should wholesale real estate is in Columbia, South Carolina. So we're still in the South right now. And this will be my last southeastern city, because I do want to go to different parts of America if you want to be, wholesale maybe in a different area. But Columbia, South Carolina is 240,000 sell price. So you see the sell price, I'm not trying to go for over 400,000, but at the same time, I'm not trying to be below 100,000. So it's somewhat competitive. And this is, South Carolina is booming for sure. It's booming. A lot of people are seeing its prime opportunity. I think North Carolina is tapped out, and now people are going to South Carolina. So I think this is a great city to invest in real estate, and especially wholesale real estate. So Columbia, South Carolina has a population of 137,000 people according to 2021. And so it's a decent size. And as you can see, migration is happening a good amount. And yeah, Columbia, South Carolina, and South Carolina as a whole, according to this report I was reading, it was the #1 state that you should invest in real estate in 2024. So check out Columbia, South Carolina if you want to wholesale real estate. Great prices, warmer weather, good population growth, job growth, and all that jazz. All right, the third city, we're in a different region. So I'm going to the Midwest, and I'm going to Lafayette, Indiana. So median sale price is $177,000, so it's definitely more affordable. You can get houses in the hundreds of thousands. You can make 5, 10, 15 grand off of your wholesale deals. So the price did drop a little bit. Homes sold dropped a little bit, but that's because of inventory. And I think it's a great city in Indiana. Just doing my research, I think Indiana as a whole is a good city. It is competitive because there's not a lot of homes. And the good thing about Lafayette is that it's right near West Lafayette, which is the city that Purdue is in, Purdue University. And so they're right by each other. Now, West Lafayette, their average home prices is way more expensive, a good amount, over $100,000 more expensive because it's right near a university. But, you know, these two cities you can still work in. But the reason I said Lafayette is because it's right by West Lafayette. It kind of is going to get some of that appreciation that West Lafayette gets. And it has more population, a higher medium income, you know, older people. And so you'll find wholesale deals. So I think West Lafayette, you know, combining these two markets together, Midwest, you know, town, over 100,000 people, combined between these two cities. I think this will be a prime city for you to invest in real estate and to wholesale real estate. Now, the fourth city, we're going to go to the West Coast, and we're going to New Mexico. Actually, New Mexico was another top 10 best state to invest in. And so I'm looking at Las Cruces. I'm pretty sure it's Las Cruces. Median sale price is just below 300,000. As you can see, it's been on an upward trend in the past 3 years, the past 5 years, and so I think it still has some room to grow. It's a West Coast city that is not that expensive, and this is one of you know, all of these cities on this list, you know, they're decent towns, not high crime, you know, not a lot of you know, criminal activity happening in these cities. And the population here is 112,000, so a good amount. So you're seeing, I'm keeping it around the 100,000 population rate. I just think it's a good place for beginners to virtually wholesale. It won't be super competitive, hopefully, and you can find some good deals. So yeah. Now, the last city I want to talk about, we're going to the Northeast. So, and that will be Wilmington, Delaware. Median sale price $224,000. And it is competitive because there's not a lot of homes and they get snatched up quickly. But Delaware is growing, definitely on the Northeast. You have affordable housing like this. Wilmington, you just have to make sure you find the right areas that doesn't have a lot of crime. And yeah, it has a population, I was looking around 70,000 people. And so once again, a good city with a good amount of people, priced competitively, booming market just to invest in real estate and wholesale real estate also. All right, you all, I hope you all enjoyed this list of the top 5 best cities to invest in real estate. Just looking at different data points, I was able to bring up different cities that I think people can make a good return on their investments, and people are going there to invest in real estate, so you'll find cash buyers ready to deploy their money in those markets. And yeah, I just think these are good cities, and I'm open. I'm thinking more about buying a rental out of state. Now that I've had my duplex for almost 2 years, I think I know what to do. I have to have my contracts and my just different softwares in place in order to handle my tenants. And all of these cities are cities I would consider. I think all of these cities are good towns. Do more research about the school zones and criminal activity, but most of them have great schools and criminal activity is low. So overall, let me know your thoughts on these cities down below, and I'll talk to you all later.